Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sandy Cruz and I create videos and products all things I. That's anything that you can do on your iPad that you used to do on paper. If this sounds fascinating to you, be sure and subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell so that you'll be notified whenever I have some new stuff to show you. And if you want to learn more about all the stuff, I will leave a link in the description for you to check out all the courses that I teach. What you're looking at on my screen is the weekly vertical iPlanner. I'm using the weekly vertical for my productivity planning, but I've duplicated it and I've set this one up to be my faith journal. So what I'm doing inside this journal is, I started this a long time ago, but this year I started from the very first book of Genesis and the very first book of Matthew. And so what I'm doing is I am writing 2 scriptures a day from the Old Testament and 2 from the New Testament. And I've been consistently doing that since the first of the year. And as you can see, I'm already up to, I just finished Genesis 15 and 16, and then Matthew 5 verses 5 through 6. I don't write any scripture on the Sunday, and I do a summary usually on a Saturday night or a Sunday. I'll write the summary for the week. And in the beginning of the month, I take it even a step further and I write down all the verses that I'm going to be doing that month. That way, all I have to do is copy and paste them over to the week. I challenge you to write out some scriptures or even just try it for a week. I used to write out the scriptures that it would list in my daily devotions, but that brought me all over the Bible, so it would jump me to the Old Testament, to the New Testament, from the Psalms and the Proverbs, and so there was never really any rhyme or reason to it. And so I'm really enjoying doing this and being consistent with it. At the end of each week, I have a good feeling of accomplishment when I see all the scriptures written on my page in my own handwriting. And I use the color ink of the theme the month. So as you could see, these are all the colors that comes with Charlotte. And so I just use this color ink for the first quarter, first 3 months. And I can't wait to get to the pink. I'm really going to enjoy using these pinks. And I number scriptures. I indent and number them with black ink. You could use any color you want. And what is really so cool is that I can open up the iBible in the side window. So let me just go ahead and do that real quick. All right, so here's my Bible opened on the left. And when I get ready to write out the scripture, let's just say I'm going to write Genesis 4:15. So what I'll do is I will navigate to Genesis. Whoops, that was Proverbs. I hit the wrong one. Sometimes I have to zoom in a little bit closer to make sure that I get the right tab, because these tabs, when you're zoomed out, are kind of small. Okay, so I want Genesis 4 and I want to go down, scroll down to 15. So what I do is I'll take my highlighter and I'll just highlight verse 15 and 16 real fast. I'm not trying to be neat or anything. It just makes it stand out as I'm writing, and I'll lasso this and delete it as soon as I'm done. So then I come over here and let's just say that I'm getting ready to write, and I'll get my ink color that I want, and I'll indent a little bit, and you'll be surprised how much better your handwriting gets on the iPad as you do this every day. Of course, my handwriting doesn't look that great right now because I'm recording and looking in too many different directions. So you get the idea. And then when I come to the second scripture that I'm going to write, verse 16, I'll indent that as well. And then come back and number them in black ink. But you see how easy it is when you're using the side-by-side window. So the iBible's on the left, and then my faith journal is on the right. Something else I'm using my faith journal for is I am keeping track of all my devotions that I do every day. I'm storing all my devotions for the year and my sermon notes, my go-to verses. I have gratitude pages, and then these are my prayer request pages, and I have a page for myself, family, and friends. And there are templates for all of these in the extras section of your planner. So see how easy it is to turn your iPlanner into a faith planner, war binder, prayer journal. You can do the same thing if you want to, because the same templates come with the iBible. In fact, there's a few more templates in the iBible than in the iPlanner. So there is a devotional template, sermon notes, go-to verses, gratitude, prayer, but there's also some more Bible studies in here. Let's see, verse mapping is in the iBible. Inductive study template is in the iBible. The SOAP study is in the planner and the iBible. There's also a custom page, and that's kind of verse mapping as well. And then there's a verse study that comes in the iBible and the iPlanner. So I'm going to close my faith journal now, and that way I can give you a good look at the templates. This is the devotional template, and then sermon notes, and then these are the go-to verses to journal, my favorite scriptures. All right, so let's see. Grateful for, and you can date these. So if you do a gratitude journal daily, you can go ahead and date these. And these are really comforting to go back to once you've been journaling your gratitude for a while. The same with the prayers. You can date the prayers and check them off as they're answered. The verse mapping page, and there's another page that I use for verse mapping in here. We'll come to it in a minute. And this is the inductive Bible study template, and this is the SOAP study template. And then this is another template that you can use for verse mapping, but I also use this template for any word studies. I love this page. I think this is one of my favorite ones in the iBible. And then any in-depth verse studies that you do, this template is perfect for that. Some other templates that come in the iBible, there is a blank dot grid, and it's dotted on both sides. And then this is the graph or square grid, I guess you would call it. And then lined, and then a blank page. But I also included pages where the dot is only on the right. That way you've got blank on the left, the dot on the right. The same with the graph. You have graph on the right and then blank on the left. And then the line page, you have lines on the right and blank on the left. And then in the very back is your reading or writing tracker. So depending on whether you're reading or writing, you can track all the books and check them off as you complete them. And then one more template I'm going to show you, and that is in the beginning. And you get to that just by tapping on the cross. So no matter where you are in the iBible, if you tap the cross in the center, it will take you to the tables page. And on this table page, they're all color-coded according to history, poetry, major prophets, minor prophets. And the color coding on the tables page is consistent with the tab colors as well. And what's neat about this page is all of these squares are linked to a web Bible. So if you press and hold, let me press and hold on Acts, you have the option to open the link. And when you say yes, you're going to have to give permission to do that. And then that will take you to a web Bible, and from there you can copy and paste scripture, and you can look up different versions and compare different versions of scripture. And when you copy and paste a verse or a page and bring it over to Goodnotes, you can change the color of the text, you can change the font, you can change the size, and you can annotate on it. And that's how I'm using the iBible with my faith journal. That's all for today. Since you're still here, would you consider giving this video a thumbs up? It helps my channel, and it helps YouTube send people over to watch my videos. Thanks for watching, and have an outstanding day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.